6966 Kickstarter. Made with Unity. The Long Dark, Sandbox Alpha. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Kitty and the Fox, but this time there's something a little different. There's also no kitty. So, you guys might be noticing that in this episode, there is no kitty, only Fox. That's because I'm going to be doing a little bit of solo stuff for some games that I find interesting that I don't think will be good for, you know, having Kitty on for like full set episodes. Rather, instead I'm going to be doing, something kind of like this. Kind of like a little survival thing where I just continue on and play. Now, this game is in early alpha, and I would not be surprised if there are a few bugs or incomplete things, but I will say, I enjoy it very much, and it's very pretty. Now, why don't we start? I typically play on Pilgrim just because if I'm playing this game, it's typically because I want to relax, but today I'm going to be playing on Voyager. And we're going to go... So there's a few places that you can start out with. They've added a lot. Let's go to the Mystery Lake and Male Survivor. Live or die. A geomagnetic storm has brought down my plane and I have to survive. We're somewhere in North Canada or we're fucked. Let's see how long we last. Extraordinary people survive under the most terrible circumstances. They become more extraordinary because of it. Robert Davies. Okay. So it's been a little while since I played. In fact, I say a little while, but this is the second session, and the last time I played that was like months and months and months ago. Hey, wood. Perfection. So you gotta gather wood, you gotta find people. That guy had nothing on it, but he did have a hunting knife, and his backpack might have something. His backpack had nothing. You died for nothing. You useless bastard. So we got a nice little cave here. If it wasn't for the fact that random storms could come in, I would probably set up here. Instead, I'm going to go see if there's some sort of like a cabin, or maybe some extra cabins, or, you know, like someone's home that I could like barge into and work with. I don't think there are any locks like implemented into this game, nor do I know if they're ever going to. I'll be quiet for a little bit so that you guys can hear something really cool. That's the sound of my backpack. Depending on the things that I have in my backpack, that sound will be different. Let's say I have a lot more water in my backpack, you'll hear a little bit more sloshing. Or if there's more metal in my backpack, you'll hear like metal clanging. And right now, because I have the sticks in it, you hear like sticks rattling together, probably because they're hanging off my backpack. Which way do I want to go? Let's go this way. We can always turn around and go back. I should get something. Yeah, I should probably get into the warm at some point. Dang, only 5 hours. So the maximum number of days that I've survived in this game was like 10. I've had a really good run. I found just about everything that I needed for like another 20 days inside the power plant. Like, this was a large number of builds to go to. But then I fucked up, and then I got out into a place where I couldn't get back in. And I had like my everything inside. So I was fucked. I couldn't actually get back to where I was going to go. So as I was trying to find inside, this giant storm came. And it's just like, well, I'm dying very quickly. I kept trying to survive until like my last little bit of warmth there. If warmth comes too far, you'll die. If any of these essentially gets too low, you're gonna die. And sadly, one of them just it was like at the very end, so I just rolled out my character's blanket, and then I just let him sleep. And when you sleep too like that, you will have a little thing pop up that says you've slept, or you drifted into the long dark. And it makes sense because, you know, we're in winter. There's a lot of darkness. Now there should be some things inside of them that we can use to survive. Like a scarf. I will take the scarf. I need a hatchet to get all these. So what you can do is you can take all these little wooden things that are around the place and use them to, I already have a scarf. This is a better scarf, though. I'll wear this one. I need to get a hatchet so I can break those down and I can use firewood. I could try to make a fire now, but I'm not sure how well that would work. Because I do need to make sure that I have wood, but I also need to make sure that I have enough things so I can last through the night, like food. Food is important. So right now my priority is to either get food or to set myself up to get a lot of firewood. Because one of your biggest risks, there's animals and things about, but one of the biggest risks is freezing to death. Like, I've just been walking around, and as you can see, I'm already going to die from cold. So I'm going to go over to one of those ice fishing huts, set up a little fire, and warm myself up. I can't normally set up, so in order to set up a fire, you notice if I can't set anything up right now, you have to be in a wind-free zone. It's annoying, but it makes sense. So I'm going to set up inside here as a wind-free zone, and make sure that my ass doesn't die. Huh, they added doors to these. I should check drawers. Nothing. Tinder plug. Yeah, we'll work with that. So one of the things that they added in since the last time I was playing, and remember that's like around the time that I had that really good run, is that you can actually craft some things. Like, you can craft tinder plugs, and you can craft some other things. I'll show it if I am unable to start the fire here.
Come on.
You'll occasionally get the person that you're assuming direct control of in order to, like, he'll say little things. Shit. So there's skills in this game, and some of those skills involve fire making, sewing, things like that. I'd hate to use my accelerant so closely. Oh, I'm going to use the stick. That's a little bit better. So the way that I understand the percentage chances that you guys saw up there is that you have that far until you have to make a test. And then after that, you have to make like a test for every 10%, I think it was. So, and it's also based off your skills. So you get a lot better when you don't have as much that you gotta...
Well, that didn't
Fuck a duck. Come on, I don't want to use my accelerant yet. So you can use accelerant to get 100%, but you only have one at the very beginning.
Come on.
And I figured with being inside here, I would be able to get, you know, something done. And I want to survive long enough so that way I can show some of the other mechanics. Like, for the first time in the previous session, as in, like, the one that I did just before I decided I should start recording this, I had found a gun for the first time, and I was actually able to hunt for a little bit. Problem was, I'm a fucking idiot, and I fired at the wrong part of the deer when I wasn't close enough, and he got the fuck away. Fucking deer asshole. Is there nothing in here? Well, at least I'm getting warmer. I'm not gonna break the ice because I don't have any fishing shit. Ooh, newspaper. I can use that to start more fire. We're gonna die. Alright, we are draining. I'm gonna melt some snow. So one of the things that you can do when you're at a fire is you can do things that'll help pass time quicker so that these things will go down or will change quicker. And you can always melt snow, but it will turn it into non-potable water. Then you can boil the water, and you can always have something to drink. You'll also find that there are tablets around, like iodine tablets that you can use. And if you use those, you'll be able to essentially get yourself water without having to wait for the boiling time. Alright. Let's go back outside. There should be... I want to say there's a cabin over that way. Yeah, I'm going to take the risk because, as you can see, I need food. I believe I found the beans that I had earlier, but I'd like to rely on those as a last resort only. And we'll see how that takes for me. That is definitely the Mountie flag. Or not the Mountie flag, the Canadian flag. So maybe I'll get lucky. And there'll be... Ooh, sewing kit. Maybe there'll be something over there. Maybe a ranger station or something. Ooh, sweet scrap metal. So as you survive through here, you will find that your tools will wear down. And you don't want that to happen too much, because when they wear down too much, they just break and then they're useless. And once they're useless, you lose them. So one of the best things to do is to constantly scavenge around and find yourself some... You gotta find yourself some, like, scrap metal or cloth pieces. So with that scarf that I found, what I could do with my knife is actually take apart my old scarf and have some cloth around. Now, what I'm doing over here is there should be... Is that a body? No, it's a weird rock thing. So occasionally you'll find, I think they look like horsetails or housetail plants or something, but you can actually eat them and they'll help stave off hunger for a little bit. Got 2 hours of daylight. Oh boy, this is fun. Means so he'll actually start saying things or like voicing things so that you don't have to constantly be checking tab if you don't want to ruin the interface. Like right now, because of the way that he's shivering, I could have been able to tell that he was at like half. Fuck yeah, ranger station. Let's see what we got here. Please be open. Yes! So that probably means that they don't have locks implemented, or that there's just no thing to lock. Can I turn the lights on? No. Can I find... Ooh, antiseptic.
This stuff will come in handy.
I'm gonna research for 4 hours. Okay, that's a new mechanic. Shit. Light sources. I don't have anything, so I may have fucked up. Hopefully there's a stove around here. I can just barely see. Fuck yes. This'll come in handy. Okay.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
So with this lantern I can actually see, so what I should do is I should find the stove and then use that. Sticks have the highest percentage right now. So as soon as my my fire started, I can extinguish. Actually, what I probably should have done is I should have extinguished the lantern and then continued on from, like, trying to light from there. That would have been a lot smarter. Ooh, boy. Doesn't that look inviting? That looks nice. Wait. Add fuel. There we go. Okay. Well, that's not nearly as useful as I thought it was going to be. But I've got heat.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah. Tea. Ooh, sweet can opener. I should cook. So now that I have the can opener, I can eat these, or I can open them up without losing any of the contents inside of them. And when so first you gotta open, then you cook, and then you have to go into your inventory to eat it. It's a little weird, but it works. Now I just gotta find it. Here we go. It's hot and opened. And yeah. So with this, I'll actually get some of my heat back if I needed it. And I should drink water. That'll get me going for a few. Ooh, that's a lot of fuel. Oh, that's nice. That'll be useful. So now I can refill my jerry can every time I need to. I should use this situation to harvest this. Alright, so I'm warm. My mouth is good. My thirst is good. But we have an issue. I am tired. So I will see you guys next time. Gonna take a little bit of a nap in game, and we're gonna have a good time. We are gonna have a nice, good time. See you then.